Autobots transform and roll out. There's no way in the world I was going to avoid doing that for this episode. Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus. And I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on the latest installment of the Transformers Netflix series, which is Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom. This is a non-spoiler review as well. I really enjoyed this series. I mean, it was not the best, but it was very entertaining. I really can respect the showrunners, even though I feel like this is a new spin on the whole Transformers. They're still trying to really give us a really compelling series that really honors the spirit of what we had from the original series. One of the things I was looking forward to seeing is how they were going to implement the Beast Wars characters within this story. Was our G1 characters going to evolve into these Beast Wars characters once they crash land into this world, or how that was going to happen? I was happily surprised to find out that the Beast Wars characters was going to be their own thing and the G1 characters was going to stay as they are. I gotta say this, I was not a huge Beast Wars fan. I really didn't care for that series. I tried watching it a few times and I just did not like it. My jam is the G1 Transformers 80 series. It's still the best for me to this day. I love the original animated series. I love the film. Even though the series falls short of the 80s series, I still find this overall entertaining. Third installment in particular has its moments, especially towards the end. Really has some wonderful moments within the story. There are some times there's just too much going on and it kind of throws me out of the episode. And this has happened to me throughout this entire trilogy. It was interesting that we didn't get a chance to see the other figures that was promoted within this Kingdom line, such as Rodimus Prime, Cyclonus, Inferno, Trax, Huffer, Warpath. Maybe we'll get them the next go round. Who knows? We did get to see Galvatron. We got the Ark. We got Unicron. We did get a lot. Even though for someone who did not care for the Beast Wars series, I really enjoyed falling into these Beast Wars characters and kind of getting to know these characters within this series. I like that. It gave this installment some added interest. There's some new blood, so to speak. The other thing that I liked, both teams were able to combine forces. The Maximals, who are the descendants of the Autobots, combining forces with the G1 Transformers. And then you had the Predacons, who are the descendants of the Decepticons, joining forces with the G1 Decepticons. Interesting to see the G1 Megatron collaborating with the leader of the Predacons, who still holds the name of Megatron. The Primal Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, and the G1 Optimus Prime joining forces are working together throughout. So that was interesting. Optimus Primal was pretty cool. I thought early on he was a little too dramatic. Overall, it was a pretty solid story. It ends off with you feeling like, oh, there's something coming. Pretty cool to see. Nemesis Prime, who is the evil version of Optimus Prime. I saw that in the trailer. I'm like, who is that? Going up against the good guys. They implemented Galvatron, so it's interesting to see Galvatron on the scene. I'm looking forward to seeing where they take this series, because they do wrap up things from this series where there's so much talk and there's so much going on with the Allspark and the Matrix of Leadership. All that's wrapped up by the end of this story. So we got a bookend to this chapter, and then there's a new chapter that's coming, which really looking forward to seeing where they take this. I'm the biggest Optimus Prime fan there is. I really appreciated what they did with him in this series. I felt like we really got the Optimus Prime that we know and love from the original series. He represented hope. He represented the light. He was selfless. He was heroic. And I can appreciate that for sure. I got the Prime that I know and love throughout this trilogy. The voice acting leaves a lot to be desired. I don't know why they don't have Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, as well as Frank Welker as Megatron. That's an area where the series does fall short. Starscream is not too bad. Overall, the voice acting seems a little generic. The one thing that bugs me is the voice of Ironhide. They could have gotten somebody else to voice that character. It does not fit him at all. And if I'm not mistaken, folks, let me know in the comments. I think Peter Cullen does voice Ironhide, but that voice just bugs me. But again, overall, I liked it. If you're a Transformer fan, I definitely recommend that you just give it a try, check it out, and see what you think. If I had to rate the 3 in this trilogy, Earthwise would definitely be number 1 for me. I really liked Earthwise. Siege was good, and then this one would come in 3rd place overall. All right, that's all I have for today. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video. It really will help push the channel forward. Also, if you haven't hit that bell notification, please be sure to do so that you're notified when my videos drop. Thank you once again for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another, be safe, and to quote the great Optimus Prime, until all are one. Bye for now.